We don't actually plan out how we're going to start these things. So sometimes when Ray starts out, then there's this moment of, okay, whatever it was, what I was going to say, it's gone now. This was one of those times. Hi, this is Dee.
This is Ray. This is a usual instance of me in general of confounding people, I guess. Congrats.
In a good way.
Yeah. We're focusing on Homestuck today. Yep. I assume? Yes.
Herpetology of the Apocalypse.
Oh.
Forgot to announce that. You forgot to announce that.
Oh. I didn't.
And yeah. I'm talked out from last time.
Mm-hmm. I've been told that today is my day for all the talking.
Yeah.
So I guess that I will be. We'll go from there.
I do have a couple of chunks of things. It's not like I have zero things, but I came up dry for a lot of this.
Okay.
So
we're starting on page 2352. Mm-hmm. This is the page of where we get to see Dave glitch the player sprite into the terrain stuff. Bunch of Doritos around, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a Tony Hawk Pro Skater game, whatever, ripoff. Mm-hmm. And one, yes, it is. And two, it is in fact using two different games to do this. It is using first the character from Tony Hawk's Project 8, which was released in September 7th, 2006. And the page that this was released on was 07/09/09. So it was just
July 9th.
Yes. I will never be able to remember number equals month. I did it with September, but good enough. Okay. Anyway, so I was like, interesting coincidence there. I'm a little sad there's not a 6 secretly in the page release date, but oh well. But anyway, so character from Tony Hawk's Project 8 thing, and the other one is from a game called it's just some weird names and I kept skipping over it. Tony Hawk Ride. Like parenthesis or no, semicolon ride kind of thing. And it uses a weird controller to do the skating game. It's kind of looks like a snowboard with
a balance beam.
Yeah. Okay. But it's meant to represent a skateboard with no wheels on it, and apparently it controls like absolute shit.
Fair.
I got the screenshot of the exact location as well. And the character above. And then you get to see the combination of them right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, both of the two games I mentioned were absolute shit. But the games before that were beloved by the Tony Hawk's gaming community and stuff. I have no parlance of Tony Hawk games, so I can't actually say anything. Got some YouTube videos that I was like, hey, let's talk about this thing and bash the games. And I was like, all right, sure, we'll go with that kind of thing. So it just was like, yeah, and Hussey was going to make fun of any games, you might as well make fun of these kind of games. I'm not sure what the other chips are that are not the Doritos that are floating in the background here. These ones. I think they're potato chips.
Probably Ruffles because they have bridges.
Fair enough. I was these are some really square Ruffles if that's the case. But I was also considering Chex Mix, but like since it's so edited, it makes it look like it's just Ruffles and stuff. But I wasn't 100% sure on that either. So
I think it's Ruffles. It's just that the thing happens to be turned. So an irregular oval that gets turned like that is going to look sort of squarish.
Shenanigans.
And it's just the same chip over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So
there's no further difference from there.
Right. I have something on 2352 when you get that
done.
Okay. You're scrolling a lot. I got rude.
Well, I'm skipping, or saying the things that I remember rather than directly reading off of this. So yeah, okay, that's what I got for that.
It's got a hunger meter, so this is a hunger game, right? That was just a dumb joke. I have to say it. I have to say it. I have to say it.
Hello, I love
Hi,
you.
I
You're
love
in the
you too.
dork. Anyways, that's 2352. 2053, which is the next page and has Dave and Lil Cal fist bumping each other. And I said, Dave's hands look like little baby hands here.
Mm-hmm.
I have further things to say on that. Do you have anything you want to add? Okay.
Nothing on that page.
So I was looking up the origins of fist bumping because I was like,
oh, that's why. Okay, got
it. There's further shenanigans from there, yes. Anyways, looking up fist bumping because might as well. There's like a variety of possible origins for this. There's one, boxers handshakes, which is like except boxers. That started up in the 1800s to 1900s.
Okay.
Two, a baseball hitter / outfielder named Stan Musial used to do fist bumps with his fans to avoid getting colds because he kept getting colds all the time. And he was like, wait, I might have a better idea to do this for meeting my fans, kind of thing. Three, there's a Hanna-Barbera cartoon called The All New Super Friends Hours, where the Wonder Twins, appearing in episode 7 called Joyride in 1977, they kind of fist bump, except it's vertical. And then transform. Nerd. They then transformed in that specific episode into an eagle and water, respectively, which went into a bucket to be carried around by by a monkey carrying the eagle. No, whatever. Anyways, off to go to other lands to try and rescue some people in an airplane. No, sorry. They were joyriding in that airplane and blah, blah, blah. And it was just a weird fucking episode. Eventually, at some point, I just went, I don't understand. Fuck it.
She started sending me memes with this stuff in it, with Wonder Twins in there, expecting me to be somehow shocked or appalled. And I'm like, oh, honey, I grew up with this stuff. Wonder Twin powers, activate.
Shenanigans. I will throw a episode off into the description for you to peruse later, I guess.
Yeah, do the one that cracked me up.
Will do.
Okay.
Wins in disc. All right. Anyways, there's that for number 3. Number 4 is a modified version of the Black Power salute in the Vietnam War, because the military was banning the Black Power salute. Mm-hmm. Number 5, in Australia, 1990, 2 cricket batsmen, Mick Tyler and Bob Minnie, bumped fists and continued this tradition onwards until it became a common practice in specifically Australian cricket. And I went, wild. Okay, weird. Number 6, the final one. In 1991, the book The Egalitarians, Human and Chimpanzee, An Anthropological View of Social Organization by Margaret Power noted that chimpanzees also fist bump. And I was like, sure, all right. I guess that counts for that. Anyways, there's further usages of fist bumps being important in the world by, like, one, a Fox News anchor being racist and calling Obama and Michelle fist bumping a terrorist fist jab in 2008. And later, as most people probably know, is the whole during COVID fist bumping to avoid getting sick. Mm-hmm. Kind of like the whole, that one batsman, Stan Musial. Anyways, fist bumps. That's where I was looking those up.
Okay.
Yes. Anything else you want to say on this page?
Nope.
Okay. Then 2354. This specific page reminded me of a joke that was around the internet for a while, that Dave's hair looks like a bird. I will pull that up so you can see.
Oh my gosh, it does.
It's a bird.
It's a bird. You have to put that in the description, or a link to that.
Sure.
Blink and you miss it.
Dave bird hair.
Bird.
Anyways, that's not on the actual page. That's just me being like, oh yeah, that reminds me of this.
Mm-hmm.
That was page 2354, I believe.
Yep. I have some stuff for 2355.
You got it. You start.
2355. The firefighter puppet that's on one of the posters in the background likely comes from a Melissa and Doug firefighter puppet. And the bee puppet is likely a professional ventriloquist puppet from Pavlov, the company.
Pavlov, the company?
Yep, there's a company. Not Pavlov the dog. I got links for it in the notes.
Okay, I'm still going to write that down so I can look at it later.
Okay. The puppet below them is a Wild Thing puppet. The one,
that one?
Yeah, the purple one with the very excited face. It's a Wild Thing puppet by Steve Axtell, who does a lot of different puppets on axtell.com. Okay. That's what I got for that.
Me on this page. I have no idea who these puppets are. That was all I wrote.
Oh, it's just a model of puppet that you can modify yourself to use in your own act as a professional puppeteer.
Okay. 2356. This is the page where we get to see Dave's brother's laptop lock screen. It's anime hats, or hats plus anime shades, and I was wondering if that was like his logo in general. I just was like, this is a bland lock screen as well. But yeah. Anything for you? Okay. Then next page, 2357.
I actually guessed this. I had to look it up later to confirm, but the password that they use, I was like, there's a lot of brainwashing going on. There's really only one correct answer if you're going to survive living in your brother's presence. So it's not.
Sorry, what's his password?
Lilcal. Lilcal. Because it's 6 characters. You can see the number of characters that's been typed in.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's the best thing, or most awesomest thing ever. So I looked it up just to confirm, but yeah.
Neat.
Apparently, Hussey confirms is somewhere in one of his posts.
Okay.
That's how you know.
Got it.
It's not just people guessing. Although it is people guessing.
Just confirmed guessing this time.
We're on 57, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can I talk about complete bullshit?
Yeah.
It looks like an early aggregator called Hootsuite.
Hootsuite.
Yep. I used to use it for Twitter and whatnot when Twitter kind of first got started. Well, when Twitter first got started, it was perfectly fine and dandy. There was some toxic shit, but not a whole heck of a lot. And there weren't that many people on it, so you can kind of keep track of what was going on. But then when I started doing the professional writing thing and having to be on social media all the time, I had a number of channels, and so I put my channels up so I could promote things really easily. And that was great for a while. And then they started charging a lot of money and started building like CRMs and stuff off of it. Content relationship, customer relationship manager. CRM is like a social media / newsletter / sales tool. About like, who did you contact? When did you last contact them? What would they like to buy?
Well,
yeah. But anyway, when complete bullshit comes up, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember having to follow that incredibly stupid busy panel. I think the background comes from And It Don't Stop. I still haven't read that yet, but it's the same style as the last one. So I haven't tracked down the image, but it's the same art style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Anything else you want to know?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Then I was saying, hey, Return of the Complete Bullshit app, as well as the color wheel as mentioned before, or I mentioned it before. I don't think you mentioned it. I was looking at all of his folders and stuff, and I was like, an interesting way to mess with Bro that I don't know if you would actually notice or not, depending on your view of Bro, is switching all of his files to be A, in the same place, but B, different places and stuff. Because I get the feeling like he's got files here and here and here and here and here, just random places and stuff. And I was like, he's probably got things specific in those files and they're hidden way deep inside, but he doesn't label them, so no one else knows what he's doing, kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, I just move those files around and say, fuck you. Be like, here you go. They're all in one of these files. Good luck, or whatever.
I would just hide the file. I would like leave a bunch of empty files with like a million levels of empty folders in them, and then hide the actual file I was working from. But that's just me.
Yeah. No, I just want to do a prank on this guy. I don't like him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So not, hey, here's how you do hiding things, but as in,
no,
hey, how do I fuck with this guy?
If I were Dave's bro, I would be thinking far enough ahead to go, yes, eventually my brother will figure out that I'm a terrible person and try to, and may do something in return. Also, I'm paranoid that somebody might break into blah, 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 blah. They've got swords in their dang city apartment, okay?
Yeah.
They don't feel safe.
Though admittedly, I'm sure at least a little bit of that is, ooh, swords are cool. Kind of thing.
Yeah. But, yeah. Like, you know the type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next page is going off further into complete bullshit.
Yep. That's where I was like, oh, now I know what this is.
So the pages, unless you want to talk for anything,
nope.
The pages are first, the black one is Pimped Up Puppets. The orange is YouTube Silly Puppet Dance. Purple is a tech shop, including selling Nintendo DSs and such. The green page is kind of that, but PS consoles instead. Light blue is Tony Hawk Ride. The medium blue page is a marionette exhibit, which I went, neat. The deep maroon page is IGN. The white page is puppet porn. The dark blue page is a social media, I'm assuming Facebook or something like that. The pink page is Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff. The tan page is a Game Bro review. The gray page is a Wikipedia on puppets. The orange page is Plush Rump with mentions of Jim Henson. The green page is Skynet talking about the stable beta releases. The yellow page is CNN News with a dark gray page after that being Puppeteers of America. A black and yellow page is IMDb movies for a movie called Puppet Masters 1989. And the sky blue page is Muppet Babies, like the same ones that he has postered on the wall. Anyways, I basically said, bro has puppet autism. This surprises no one.
So is he buying equipment or is he selling equipment or both? I like to think of him as flipping Nintendos. I'm going to buy cheap and sell high. Yes.
I mean, it could really go either way. I can't really say further much because I have my own headcanons here, but those headcanons are based on spoilers.
Okay, got it.
I was looking at the Puppet Master thing and I was like, I don't understand this, but it looks weird and interesting. There's psychics and evil puppets. What?
Yeah, I haven't actually watched Puppet Master. I just know what it is.
Okay. Oh, also, the complete bullshit application is version 4.13.
Yes. Okay, yeah, no. But it is a famous horror movie. It's a really cheesy famous horror movie.
Yes.
Okay.
From what I just saw, even of the trailer, I was like, this is cheesy.
Is this Chucky? No, Chucky's a step up. Got it. Okay.
My next page is 2359. What you got?
Same.
You first or me first?
Don't care.
Okay. Then I'll go first. This is page 6 of Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. I was wondering if Dave has the rest of the pages scheduled or if he creates the pages as he goes on, because there's further Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff pages in the actual thing that we're looking up this side, and we're like, yes, this goes on further past the 6th page. Yeah.
There are probably spoilers involved. But hypothesis, he still posts them as they go further into, like he doesn't have them scheduled, but is keeps coming up with them. But it's interesting that number 6 would be where the jumping off point is, because number 6 is not very weird. Like as far as Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff pages go, that's kind of pedestrian.
Yeah.
This is just the one where there's Charles Barkley slam dunking something, and Hella Jeff is right behind the glass of the bank board watching like it's a TV close up.
Yes, I remember us talking about that.
Yeah. I don't have anything else. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Then next page?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to let you talk because I have lots of talk.
Okay. I only have puppet things, really.
Mm-hmm.
Elephant puppet is Peanut the elephant, from the Axtell website.
Mm-hmm.
The guy puppet is Reggie, another Axtell puppet. And I went, Dave has his sunglasses on and has the images of, I think I'm on the right page, blue and yellow bouncing puppet butts dancing in his eyes. Is that the right?
No, we're on this page. It's the next page.
That's the next thing. That's, the website calls them Smuppets and says Bro rakes in thousands of dollars a month from them. And I'm like, oh. Nice work if you can get it. Okay, got
it. So there's a chat at the bottom that are role-playing, tossing coins off of a plush ass. Dave calls the site itself ironic, and I was like, this is a kink site, buddy. It's called Smuppets. It's smut puppets or sexual muppets or whatever. But it's a kink site, man. It's okay. Which, if he's making thousands of dollars off of it, yeah. I mean, there's probably further things from there, but
yeah. At some point, the irony collapses into just kind of like running a con.
Play it straight at this point, kind of thing. I was also like, I would go question mark about the thousands of dollars where that's going because they're living in an apartment, but I was also like, well, the tech that they have inside of their apartment is probably very high costing stuff. So I was like, yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, so it's a decade ago, but also nothing is ever going to be enough for Dave's Bro. So it will just get rolled back into more mischief.
Yes. But for the actual page, there's a tab list up there of different things you can select. They have a gallery, a live video page, which I was wondering if that would be like Twitch stream kind of live or VODs, or if that's like a 24-hour stream. I wasn't sure. I'm assuming of the Smuppets. Then there's marionettes, bunraku, plush, foam felt. I accidentally deleted that. The puppets called Mero, and senior Wences, chin face, and finger puppets for up the top there. Mm-hmm. Each of those, I was looking at those and I was wondering if he has just like, is he making actual stuff based off of those, or are they like An archive. I assume it's an archive, but I have no full actual idea on that. Sorry, you're doing shenanigans, and I was like, oh, shenanigans? No. But I have further things that I'm not going to talk about, I think, because they're just me talking about, hey, these are what the actual puppets are by types and such. Like the marionette being French puppets and meaning the word Little Mary, and were used to be used for like biblical events and stuff, and that's where they got the name Little Mary and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
They've been used since 2000 BC, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, point being, me going into further details that I'm just going to leave in the notes for later, I think, for other people to be like, hey, read over this. Mwahaha. I will just do overviews. There's a bunraku. Those are Japanese puppet theaters. They're basically full body puppets, except there's like 3 people operating it, and it has the guys in all black to be the special effect. I will move this puppet, but you can't actually see me.
Mm-hmm.
Then the
I actually was part of that in college. One of those in college. There was a traveling production of Kabuki Medea that came through, and there were a couple of Bunraku child puppets, not full size, but they had to be operated very oddly. And Medea, in the Greek myth, rips off the heads of her children. And so it was the dolls, they ripped the heads off the dolls and like chucked the heads, trailing these very long red silk scarves.
Mm-hmm.
It was very cool.
It's common for the Bunraku puppets to have the heads and hands be specially made, but the costume bodies to be made by the puppeteers and stuff. So fair enough that you can just chuck them and throw. Yes. Also, apparently, the puppets themselves are like known for, or the plays that they're usually in are involving like lover suicide plays kind of thing. Yeah. Very dramatic and crying and blah, blah, blah. Then we have plush puppets. These I was like mostly finding stuff for like Muppets and stuff. I was like, this is not as useful for me. But then after that, I got into the marrow puppets, and I was like, what are marrow puppets?
Marotte.
Yes, they look like marionette, but the middle got cut off. Or that's the word that it looks like. They are basically, here is a scepter, here is a little baby doll head, and little jester bells on it. And they're used by jesters to basically make fun of royalty, because royalty used scepters and stuff, and jesters were like, well, I have to have my own scepter now, and it's going to have bells on it, so it can work as my own laugh track in a way, except jingly. Jingle, 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 ha, kind of thing. And I was like, this is fabulous. If I ever get a scepter, I want it to look like that.
I forget what it was, but we played some game where it had one of those, but it was like a baby doll head, and like Alice, American McGee's Alice, like the second one or something like that.
Oh yeah. I remember. Okay. I think it was a hammer of some kind. Maybe?
Probably.
Anyways, weapon. Not important. The Senor Fuentes page is not in fact a puppet. It is a puppeteer. He was a Spanish puppeteer and comedian, as well as a very good ventriloquist. He was known for being on the Ed Sullivan Show in the 1950s and 60s, and later was a guest show on The Muppets. Yes. Mm-hmm. He had several types of puppets he would do bits with, including Johnny, a puppet that was basically his hand drawn on and then a puppet body, and he would go ba 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 kind of thing.
I'm like, I think I remember this guy.
Yes. It reminded me of Invader Zim Pastulio, which I will attach an image of Pastulio or something into the links, I guess. But there's also a Pedro a head in a box which could move its mouth, but he mostly just opened it, closed it, and pretended the box was talking, kind of thing. And a chicken whose name is Cecilia, which was a hand puppet but had a chicken body, and I was like, neat. He died on April 20th in 1999, 3 days after his 103rd birthday.
There's the chicken one.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to show him?
Oh, sure.
That is not.
There you go.
Yay! All right. Oh, wait, I have a picture of Pastulio. This thing.
Oh my gosh. That's cool.
Yeah. It reminded me of that. The chin faces, that's basically when you got like two googly guys on your chin and pretend that your rest of your face does not exist, and you go, "I'm talking like this," and it's a puppet thing. It's been used often in TV shows. There's a character in Gumball whose name is Sussy, and I was like,
What's
question mark?
Gumball?
Oh, cartoon show, except it does different media into there. So there's like live action characters in there, like Sussy, 3D characters, which are models and stuff. Yeah. It's The Amazing World of Gumball. I think that's the actual name. Yes.
Okay.
It's not a favorite of mine to watch, so I'm just like, whatever. But sorry, I know that's sacrilege for some people, I'm sure. Anyways, there's that, or Sussy from there. She had little hands that she could move around and stuff. There was, in Red Dwarf, the Vindaloovians, which was, we're going to pretend that we're an alien, so an other alien race does not murder us. And a music video for Staying Alive, of which they sang the Staying Alive song, but as the chin face puppets.
Okay, you lost me. What are you? Are all of these chin face puppets?
Yes.
Okay, because you forgot to say that at the beginning.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hi, it's all chin face puppets.
Okay. So give me the list of the chin face puppets again, so I can.
Yes.
Breathe.
We have Sussy from The Amazing World of Gumball.
Okay, got it.
We have from Red Dwarf the Vindaloovians.
Okay.
And a music video for Staying Alive.
Also, Vindaloovians would be like the Indian dish vindaloo.
Yes.
Popular in the UK.
Yes.
Okay.
The Vindaloovians was, hey, we're going to pretend we're aliens so that other aliens do not murder us, kind of thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After that, finger puppets. That's mostly made by and for children. Usually there's multiple at a time, but there are occasions of where they're like, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and make a giant singular puppet, but only operated by the fingers and stuff. I will link the many of videos that I have for the shenanigans that I was doing while doing research on this. I will put that in the description too.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Puppet videos. Thank you for listening, even though it was confusing. All right. Next page.
My thing just went away, so I have to reload it.
Yes.
This is the one with the butts, right?
Yes, this is the one with the
Okay,
butts.
that is clearly to me a Matrix reference, even though it's not red and blue, it's blue and yellow.
Fair enough. Just fair enough. I said for this page, Hun, because he's just being absolutely consumed by the whole weirdness of these puppets.
There we go. Let's go back up. Yep. I got the picture of the Matrix.
All right, next page? Or do you have anything more you want to say on this?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm on. The next thing I have is 66.
Okay, I got 62.
Go for it.
This page features Lil Cal sitting on top of a speaker. He scooted off the jester puppet that was originally on there, and he just was like, fuck this puppet, and scooted off the speaker.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, anything else? Nope, just that. Next page is a close up on Lil Cal's eyes and face. And I was like, this page is particularly weird because only his eyes are shaded in a different way than everything else. Not even his gold tooth is shaded that way.
Yeah, and it's not shaded, it's a 3D rendering in a pixelated background.
Yes. And I was like, well, he's just gonna be real fucking weird, man.
Yep.
Then I have on 65 or 65. This is the page where Dave is flipping out about all of the puppets around. And I said, this is why the apocalypse happens, because Dave does not give little Cal a fist bump. Pack it up, everyone. We solved it.
Okay, I have to look at that again. Yeah, okay. He never does.
He never does.
All right.
And then I have 67 and you have 66?
Yep.
Okay.
And this is one of the ones that I actually have a chunk on.
Ooh.
Okay. It says, Pester John. Pester John to ease your nerves. That's actually a pun for a character, Prester John, which is short for Presbyter John. It's legendarily a king of a mythical Christian kingdom, a descendant of the three magi of the Christmas story. The location of the kingdom was hotly debated for like 5 centuries straight. It might have been India, it might have been Mongolia, it might have been Ethiopia, but it's never actually connected to a real place. Prester John is also a Marvel character that is usually portrayed as a white dude in like Templar armor, and he speaks like he's from medieval times, and he's usually a villain. There was a lot of searching for Prester John as part of the Crusades. It was one of the, now this is where I was like, I'm just looking up some nerdy stuff, and it connects back. It's a major part of Umberto Eco's book Baudolino, which for some reason, like the people who published the book sent me an advanced reader copy and made me review it. It was kind of weird. A lot of Gnosticism is involved in this. Baudolino is essentially a con man who tells stories so hard that they become legends, myths, and then actually real.
Sorry, can you say that name again?
Baudolino. Baudolino.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Ultimately, though, the Baudolino character is telling his story to a historian. The historian actually refuses to record it because he doesn't want Baudolino to become immortal. But then, of course, Umberto Eco writes this whole story down, which immortalizes him sort of anyway.
Rip.
And that was it. Just like, back to the Gnostic shit. And telling stories so hard that they become real. Anyway.
I was confused about the name for a second there because I was looking up makeup things and was accidentally found a movie called The Adventures of Barentino.
Ooh. Yeah, no, not the same, but definitely cool. You should put that in there. It looks like a mime movie.
Yeah.
A movie about a mime.
I have no idea. I did not look further into it because I was looking at it in the shower and I was trying to look up makeup things at the same time.
I see.
Yeah.
Yep.
And all right. Thank you. All right. And 67?
Nope.
No. All right. What you got?
69 is the next even remote thing that I have.
Oh, okay. Then I have 67, and it's just to say, hey, I remember that ominously placed bucket up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's...
So Dave is starting to catch up.
Yes. Here. Yeah, you can't see it. Sorry. I tried. Anyways. Then I have 69.
I just wanted to note that Rose says she likes Dave's brother's websites, and I'm like, ugh.
Now that we have context for it, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the puppet things necessarily. It's that she likes the irony that is so twisted that
creeps you out.
Yeah, like a lot of this is puppet porn, which is kind of like not cool because it's like next door to little kids, and she is so messed up with the irony, not irony, irony, and not irony. I'm like, wow, that feels really unsafe.
Yeah, I'm not against the idea of puppet porn, but I'm against the idea of Rose specifically being like, oh, I'll watch this website that has puppet porn. Yeah. I was mentioning this last time we had this conversation because this is a rehash of Rose's side of conversation kind of thing, or sorry, Dave's side of this conversation. And I was like, yeah, Rose, honey, I don't think you should be liking his websites. It's an 18 plus website. You're not supposed to be on here, honey.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Yep.
But now we finally get to see the website and stuff. My side of the thing that I wanted to say for this is we've already had this conversation before. Something that during the recording of the videos of here, let's read through Homestuck used to be a common thing for like, hey, we've had this conversation before, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hey, we get to see conversations finally looping close and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Next thing I have is 71. You?
70.
Okay, you first.
Seconds in the future, but not many. I finally went like, oh, okay. Yeah, they're on the same. They're getting like the times are sealing back up. So I was like, thank goodness they said something because with the seconds in the future, because I was not catching on. That was it.
Okay. Then 71, Rose is picking up a piano to put it off to unknown places and put down a punch Designex. And I said, no, the piano! Where are you taking that thing? Oh, and I said, oh, okay, so the repeated conversation was a way to skip from Dave to John to Rose. So that's a way to connect them together without being skipping directly from Dave to Rose and stuff. Yeah, I just thought that was neat. Anything else you want to say on this page?
Nope. Right. I don't have anything till 76.
Oh, then 72. This is where some of the imps are wearing John's silly disguises in pieces, not even wearing them all together. And I was like, they're taking his poor disguises. No wonder he's so pissed.
I think he's mad about the pogo because it's got a Slimer on it.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to that page yet.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a.
Yeah, no, there's further things. I also said they're stealing his place like changelings. Watch out, John. Then 74. This is the page of John rebuilding his claw hammer to return it to his specific. And I was like, oh, damn. The infinity glitch of making the hammer thing got fixed in the few times that we are away from it. And now he no longer gets infinite hammers from destroying it and stuff. And I was like, damn it. Wonder how that got patched up. Then 2376.
Arthurial whim.
Yes. Do you have anything you wanted to say?
You go ahead. I'll just add mine at the end.
Okay. This is the page where an imp is riding the Slimer Pogo, and there's an imp eating cake and another imp playing on the piano of, hey, where'd that go? Here it is, kind of thing. The song that's playing in the background is Harlequin, the rock version, written by Mark Headley again. Hi, got Mark Headley. Arranged by Michael Guy Bowman, who we've seen before, and the guitar is by Joseph Aylesworth. Joseph Aylesworth is just a one and done kind of thing. He gave his song for this sorry, he gave his guitar for this song and one other, and that was it for the entirety of Homestuck. He's probably the shortest collaborator for any Homestuck music here. Past that, I am terrible at the pogoing of this game, to do like moving the imp back and forth on the pogo to get a high score, but I also think that the score itself was broken and was not moving up no matter what ways I moved. I was like, damn. And finally, we get to see John's dad's cake is finally being enjoyed by somebody, even if the imp cannot.
That's a nice observation.
Yes. All right. What do you want to say for this?
I got a score of 464 or 494. It took me like 3 times. I was like, I need to know if this is broken or
not. Okay, so it was me. You got it.
I know, but I'm like, the counter is like, up in the millions, and because there's a lot of zeros there. You could go up in the millions, and I'm like 494. Oh well, at least there's something.
Yeah. No, mine just remained 0 no matter what thing I did, and I was like, how badly am I fucking this up, or is it broken? I have no clue. Both options are true. Kind of thing. But anyways, that's what we had on that. 2377. This is where Rose is dropping the piano on top of the pogo. And I said, and the pogo survives it all, even if the piano and imp did not. Also, the other 2 imps fled. Choo.
Yep.
Anything you want to say on that one?
No.
Okay. Then 2378.
Nope, I'm not. I don't have anything till 83.
Oh.
I'm telling you, this was not my week.
Gasp. Anyways, 2378. John was previously shaking his fist angrily and then slowly starts to slow down his fist. It's this page. It's because the piano got destroyed, which, fair enough, it's a piano. That should probably cost a whole hell of a lot, and pianos are cool. I was also being like, Rose, that was not a smart move to use a piano for this. I mean, it's destructive, but also it's a piano, man. 2379. Give me a sec. This is the page where Rose is messing with the pogo itself and moving it back up and down with the cursor. Like, springing it down, it goes up. The grist on it does not bounce off. I'm assuming because of the way that game physics sometimes work, where they're like, this thing is on this floor and will stay attached to this floor until picked up, kind of thing. And I was like, cute that you can interact with objects like that with the cursor without destroying them, or picking them up immediately. And B, I was thinking about how you could probably like use the pogo, pick it up, and be like, yes, I telekinesis this, like you often do in games and stuff. And then 2380 doing exactly that. Then 2381, the pogo is dropped into the bathtub, and I said, that poor bathroom. I was also wondering about the how that pogo even got into the bathroom, because I was like, either Rose maneuvered the pogo in strange ways to be able to get it into there, or the pogo itself did not have any collision with the walls until it was released again.
I think that's the latter, because she can see like the house, the dollhouse, with the side ripped off.
Yeah, that was my assumption as well. Though I do like the idea of Rose trying to rotate the pogo just to get it through a window and accidentally breaking the window and stuff.
I'm pretty sure they would have showed that though.
Yeah. Sorry, my microphone has decided fuck you. Is your fine?
Yeah, do you want mine?
No, it's fine.
Oh, it's on. Okay.
Yeah, I just turned it on. It was flashing red for a few seconds there. I have no idea how that goes. We will see later in recording, I guess.
Okay.
2382. Kind of wild that the max capacity for each of the grist types we have seen so far is 50. I was like, there's a ton of imps all around to assumedly get grist from. maybe a way to deal with that is by making the generic cubes to be as bank items and stuff. I will make this item and then despawn it later when I am like, or sell it later when I want more grist and stuff. But otherwise, it's like you're just throwing away perfectly good grist until you increase that capacity.
I think that's on purpose, because I think I think the purpose is to drive more creativity with the building process, so they don't just do stairs all the way. Because they keep saying here's the limit, and then they go like the stairs cost a lot. Stairs cost a lot. Stairs cost a lot. We could just build stairs up there. The stairs cost a lot. You can't. You have to come up with something clever because I said so. Game designer logic, man. I want you to solve a puzzle in a particular way. Yeah. So I'm going to make sure you can't solve it the other way. That's easy and logical and straightforward.
Good. Also, my microphone is just given up. Whatever.
Okay.
All right. I will just talk towards your boobs now. Hello.
Thanks.
That's what I. Ooh. Nope, that's what I got. I would mention be like, hey, pick up the grist via the pianos and stuff and put it in the bathroom, but that shit's gonna break the bathroom at some point.
Sure.
Yes. Anyways, what page are you on for?
83.
Okay, your turn.
I wonder what the deal was with the piano and the $1,000,000. Like, is this one of the things where there was an intent, or referring to sometimes you have an intent for your players to do something in particular and then they just don't? Okay. No, I just thought that was kind of cool.
What's your next page?
85.
Oh, okay. Then I will talk again because I have 2084.
Okay.
Or 2384. Right, I'm supposed to talk to your boobs.
Look, I'm just going to hand this over. I'll talk to your boobs.
All right. And so begins the building process. I mentioned to Dee a while back that there's places in Europe that have no handles on their stairways and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is mind-boggling, terrifying to be like, no stairways. And I was mentioning this because there's, once again, no hand railings on these stairs right above an infinity void pit. Also, there's an imp on the roof that has found the roof chest. Good job, roof imp, as well as good job to all the other Where's Waldo type imps that are going around in the background. Yeah. And this is probably the first instance we have seen of John using a joke/meme from Sweet Bro and Helijeff, which is the I warned you about those stairs, bro.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
Yes.
That was all I had to say to you.
2385?
Yep, that's where the Helijeff is.
Yes. Okay. This is case in point, imp going into the infinite void. This is where Rose is deleting the walkway that was, sorry. Oh God, did I?
Yes, you turned it off. I think.
It's at the back. I should not be allowed to have these, apparently.
Yeah, I got nothing. Maybe they're out of juice.
It lives! Quickly, I must speak.
Please stop gesturing with the microphone.
Yes.
Thank you.
Here, you hold this. The imp goes into the infinite void because of Rose, but still infinite void of doom. 2386 precarious platform. I would feel like it would be teeter-tottering. I'm just gonna leave it there. You?
Nope, that was it.
Okay, thanks for joining us. I'm so sorry. And I think that's all. Anything you want to say?
No, I'm pretty good.
Okay.
It's been nice talking to your boobs and vice versa. That's about it.
All right. Goodbye.